Mia was always the glue that held everyone together. Her friends admired her patience, kindness, and how she always seemed to know the right thing to say. She cherished her friendships, even the messy ones, believing that loyalty meant sticking together through the storms. With Jess, things started out enchanting. Together, they crafted bucket lists, shared secrets over coffee, and dreamed about their futures. They were inseparable, the kind of friends who finished each other's sentences. But it wasn't long before the cracks appeared. As weeks passed, small disagreements became larger than life. Mia noticed a subtle tension every time she answered Jess's calls. What began as playful debates about movie choices grew into long, exhausting conversations about misunderstandings that never got solved. The joy she felt at the beginning was now overshadowed by confusion. Why is this so hard? Mia thought. Should friendship feel like work we never finish? She yearned for the easy laughter they once shared. Her nights became restless. Mia replayed every exchange with Jess, wondering if she'd said the wrong thing, if maybe she should have bitten her tongue or offered even more support. The anxiety grew, coloring everything with uncertainty. She tried to be more patient, more forgiving, more present. But the harder she tried, the more muddled things became. Conversations with Jess felt like walking through a fog, a constant state of confusion. Even funny moments never lasted. The air always grew heavy, thick with unsaid words and unhealed wounds. One Saturday, as rain tapped at her window, Mia journaled about the confusion she felt. Her pen seemed to move on its own, writing lines like, "I'm scared of losing myself. I don't know if I'm helping or sinking." She poured out how her friendship with Jess felt impossible to fix, how her peace was now only a memory. She remembered a phrase her pastor had said, "God is not found in confusion, but in peace." Chaos signals it's time to look for clarity. The truth flickered in her mind. What if God was letting the confusion grow so Mia would finally pay attention? She decided to listen for deeper answers. Prayers replaced her usual problem solving. She sat in quiet, hoping for signs. To her surprise, the discomfort she felt around Jess became even clearer. It was like standing at a crossroads, with her spirit pulling her one way and her loyalty pulling her another. "Don't ignore what doesn't sit right," she heard in her heart, words echoed from years of spiritual teaching. The inner unease, she realized, was something she couldn't reason away. It grew inside her, steady and calm, like a wise counselor quietly urging her to move. The friendship became heavier. Jess's struggles seemed endless. Every phone call was a new crisis. Jess expected answers, support, solutions, sometimes even rescue. Mia tried to be everything Jess needed, hoping her own faith would fix every problem. But each time she helped, Mia felt emptier, not fuller. She skipped meals and lost sleep, her empathy starting to turn into exhaustion. One night, Mia invited her older cousin Rachel over for advice. As they sat sharing stories, Rachel listened as Mia poured out her confusion and exhaustion and her fear of letting Jess down. Rachel reached across the table, squeezed Mia's hand, and said softly, "You're carrying stones that were never meant to be yours. Helping someone is beautiful, but only when you're not losing yourself." Mia's eyes teared up. She felt understood, but also exposed. She realized she'd taken on Jess's burdens at the cost of her own health, dreams, and even her connection with God. "Real love should make you more whole, not more empty," Rachel said. "Is this friendship lifting you up, or is it tying you down?" The weeks that followed were difficult. Mia tried setting boundaries, hoping things would improve, but Jess was used to their pattern and pushed back. Every attempt to step back became another issue, another debate about loyalty. Mia felt guilt for even imagining letting go. She wondered if God wanted her to keep trying, to sacrifice endlessly. Yet, deep down, her faith told her another story, that relationships, even long ones, aren't always designed to last forever. Work became a struggle. Mia lost focus. She missed details, forgot meetings, and spent her breaks texting Jess, trying to be present for both her job and her friend. She felt her creative spark vanish and her spiritual fire dim. She remembered how passionate and vibrant she'd been before the friendship felt so heavy, back when she could pray with confidence, laugh with joy, and plan with genuine excitement. One day at church, the worship leader talked about letting go of what blocks our growth, about stepping into new freedom even if it means leaving people behind. Mia listened, feeling tears start. She prayed, "Is this your whisper, God? Is this the nudge I keep missing?" The service ended, and she saw other friends lighting up, sharing hugs and making new plans. She looked at her own life and realized she'd stopped moving, stopped risking, stopped dreaming. At home, she sank into her favorite chair and thought about Jess and her journey. She remembered the Bible verse about running a race with endurance, throwing off every weight and sin that holds us back. Mia asked herself, when did this friendship turn into a weight instead of a blessing? She wanted to help Jess, but she couldn't carry both of them any longer. She made a choice she never dreamed she'd make. Mia messaged Jess, gently explaining her need for space, for healing, and for listening to her own painful truth. The fallout was immediate. Tears, sadness, anger, and then, to her surprise, a quiet emptiness. Mia felt lost for days, doubted her decision, and worried she'd never find new peace. But then she woke up and realized the heaviness was gone. Every morning felt a little more hopeful. Colors seemed brighter. The world felt less blurry. Mia started remembering her old passions and reached out to friends she'd forgotten. She attended a community art project, spent long walks reflecting, and prayed simply, thanking God for every breath of relief and every renewed dream. The peace grew stronger. Mia found herself smiling again, even laughing freely for the first time in months. She felt her prayers deepen, her sleep improve, her faith stretch into new places. She rejoined volunteer work, found small joys in cooking, and wrote poetry about growing beyond hurt. She realized her heaviness had not just been emotional, but spiritual, a sign from God that something wasn't meant to stay. Months passed, and Mia's story became a source of hope for others. Friends struggling with their own confusing relationships came to her for guidance. Mia spoke honestly, sharing how peace after letting go had been God's confirmation. She encouraged them to listen to their inner alarms, honor their own well-being, and trust God with the hard choices. She reminded them that ending a relationship, even a deep one, isn't about judging or failing. It's about trusting God to fill the empty spaces with new growth, new connections, and new hope. Mia saw herself reshaped, wiser and gentler, but also braver. Her journey wasn't about escaping pain, but embracing God's will. The freedom she found made space for friendships built on support, joy, and shared purpose. The spiritual clarity she gained returned her fire for life and her vision for the future. If you're walking through what Mia did, take heart. The signs, confusion, inner discomfort, heavy burdens, blocked growth aren't accidents. They can be holy invitations to let go and trust God's protection. Sometimes God saves us, not by sending new people, but by asking us to release those who keep us from His best. Letting go is never simple. It's a leap of faith. But Mia's story echoes a promise for everyone willing to listen. When you trust God with what you're afraid to lose, He fills you with peace, purpose, and possibility far beyond what you leave behind. So pause, reflect, pray, and notice the patterns. Life is too short to stay stuck. Your growth, your faith, and your dreams matter. When you choose to let go, you make room for what was truly meant for you. Declare your trust. Believe every closed door could become the key to your next chapter. God's peace, after all, is waiting on the other side. If this story spoke to you and helped you find clarity, comment "trust" below to take your next step. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing messages and encouragement on your religious journey.